Coming to you straight from the heart of Hollywood, California, welcome to the Early Late Night Show. Here's your host, Dixie D'Amelio.
Hello everyone, it is Dixie D'Amelio back with another episode of the Early Late Night Show, and today we have a special guest, Olivia O'Brien. Thanks guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
I've obviously been a huge fan of you for a really long time, Charlie and I both. And the other night you got to sing at Charlie's birthday dinner. And when I was sitting down watching, none of my friends knew I Hate You, I Love You is a song you sang.
I feel like people don't realize that. I mean, it was my first song I ever put out, and I was like literally a child. I was like 15. So, and then my music I make now, I feel like is super different. So people, and like that song was so big, I feel like people heard it at the time. Like I wasn't an established artist, so people were just like, oh yeah, that song. And then I tell people and they're like, that was you? So, but yeah.
How was that, like being your first song ever and doing so insane?
It was definitely weird and unexpected. Like I did not think that it would do anything. So it was cool. And I wasn't planning on being an artist until that song kind of blew up and I was like, oh wait, like I guess I could do this. Like I always wrote songs, but I never had the confidence to be like, I'm gonna be an artist and I'm gonna try. And then once that happened, I was like, okay, now I can do this and this can be a thing and maybe I can be an artist, and now I am, so it's pretty cool.
So you were supposed to go on tour, or you were in the middle of tour.
I was in the middle, I know. It was like literally the craziest thing ever.
Right when COVID started.
I was in my green room getting ready and the news was on and the governor of Maryland, I was in Maryland, went on and was like, all events with more than 250 people have to be canceled, like no gatherings, whatever. There was kids outside like lined up and they all had to go home. Yeah, it was really sad. And then I was like, but I'd already prepared myself because I knew that this was gonna happen. Like the couple days before that, my managers called me and they were like, I don't know if this is, you might have to go home. And I was like crying. And then I was like, okay, well, this is obviously the state of the world right now and we're all going through this together. So then I was like, I'm going home.
Honestly, your post about it was one of the first I saw. I was like, I just felt really out of the loop. I didn't know what was going on. And then I saw like you postponed it first.
Yeah.
You postponed it and I saw that and I was like, wait, what? And then
I know, it was crazy. And everyone started doing, because there was a bunch of people on tour at that time. It was really crazy. I didn't think, when I first went on tour, I didn't think it was gonna get that. I mean, no one could have predicted that. It was really crazy. But it is technically still postponed. we rescheduled the dates. So
really?
Yeah. So I think we're announcing them at some point soon. Yeah, I'm excited. Tour is so much fun. And I never like realized how much I would miss it because sometimes it gets like stressful and it's crazy. But I miss it so much and I would do anything to be on tour right now. Like it's
What's
so
your
much fun.
favorite part?
I mean like other than the actual like, I mean, because you're on tour for however many weeks, you're only performing for like an hour and 20 minutes of each night, right? So aside from that actual time when I'm performing, I think it's just cool to be able to travel and see all these cities that I might never have a reason to go to, like just random places all over, and it's just so cool. Also meeting fans is just great because you get to put a face to like the name. It's one thing to see things on social media, it's another thing to have someone in front of me being like, I love your music, you've impacted my life in this way, and they give me like little notes and it's so cute. So yeah, it's very fun.
Have you had a crazy fan experience?
I don't know if I had a crazy fan experience.
Or just like something weird.
There was actually, this is a really funny story. So you were in Atlanta for the Jake Paul fight. This girl, this random girl, she came up to me. I'm not even kidding, this is like the craziest story ever. She came up to me and was like, I love your hair. And I was like, thank you so much, like nice to meet you. And then she like turns around and then turns back around and was like, wait, are you Olivia? And I was like, yeah, I am. And she was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, nice to meet you. Like, I'm here by myself. Like, my work sent me. You know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're
Sophia.
talking about.
That was her name. Yeah. And she was like, she was like, my name's Sophia. Like, I'm here alone. And I was like, that's so like scary.
Yeah.
I would never be able to do that. And we were like talking. She seemed pretty normal. And then like my other friend Charlie comes over, and she was talking to her. And then they found out they had some mutual friends. And whatever, she just kind of latches onto us for the night, and she comes into our like box and she like leaves a bunch of stuff there. She just starts talking to like Jake and Logan's mom and takes videos of like mini Jake Paul, his name is Titus. She asked him to take a video of her, and then she like was just talking to all these people, like saying she was friends with us, which is like, we just met her. I didn't know how to feel. Then she like leaves, and then she comes back and she's like, I left my charger, I left my, like saying that she left all these things, and then she lost her pass, and security tried to escort her out, and then she came back and was like, security told me like I couldn't be here, like can you just tell them that like, or I'm friends with you, like I lost my pass. And I was like, you don't have a pass, I don't know what to like tell you. So then she leaves again, and then she comes back again and is like, I lost my charger, I lost like some other thing that she lost, her ID or something. And they kick her out again. And then we leave and we go to this place, this after thing, and she shows up. And I don't know how she knew we were there or how she got in. She shows up there and she decides she wants to be best friends with my friend Miles. And they try to kick her out again because we didn't know, it was just friends.
Yeah.
And Miles was like, no, I know her, like she's friends with them. So they don't kick her out. Then she comes and somehow makes her way to Jake's house, somehow gets there. She like asked if she could come in our car, I was like, there's no room, like I'm so sorry. She shows up at Jake's house, somehow gets through the gate with there's a code. I have no idea how this is even possible. Then she leaves there. Then the next morning, my friend is leaving her other hotel, and this girl is in the lobby, just sitting in the lobby, and she asked if she could get into her Uber.
I remember her because she came up to me and she was like, I work in PR, my boss sent me out here. I'm like, oh, cool. And then I just kept seeing her getting kicked out of place. I'm like, who did I just talk to? And then I saw her all night and it kept running into her. I'm like, what?
She was everywhere.
I swear she talked to everyone because everyone was like, did you see, did anyone know who that was?
No, it was so crazy. And then like Logan walked in and she goes up to him and she was like, I'm so sorry for like being in your box and being around. And he was like, I have no idea who you are.
Yeah.
He just walked into the whole building. It was the most insane thing I've ever experienced in my life. Like everywhere we went that night, she was there, and the next day. How is that possible?
Wild and funny.
She's kind of a legend for that though. Like, what a scammer. She just kept coming back.
I was waiting. I was honestly thinking, I was like, there's gonna be a TikTok like, I snuck into the Triller fight and like all that. I was waiting for that.
Also, she deleted her Instagram the next day because she like tagged us and stuff, so we saw her Instagram, and then she like deleted it the next day. Something sus is going on with her.
That's crazy.
If you see this, girl, I miss you.
See you at the next fight.
Oh God, yeah. Anyways,
you wrote a song called Fuckboy that you gave to me. Do you want to talk a little about it?
Yeah. I wrote that song a couple years ago, and I was gonna put it out, and I was obsessed with it, and we were supposed to get a feature on it, and then the person that was supposed to do a feature on it ended up falling through, and so then we didn't put it out, and I just had it, and I was like, I love this song, but then I had all these other songs I'd written since then, and I was like, I want to put this song out, but like, it
doesn't match.
It's not what this new era is, and so I've just always loved it, and I wanted someone to have it. I sent you a Dropbox with a bunch of songs that were kind of the same vibe as that, like songs that I love so much, but I just like weren't right for me now, and I was so happy you picked that one. I wasn't sure if you were going to, because I felt like, I mean, it's called Fuckboy. It's like not exactly. It's definitely just. I feel like people are probably gonna. It's gonna be kind of a Jocelyn situation where people are gonna be like, oh my God, who is this about, Dixie? Like, oh my God, which one of your exes is this about? And it's like literally not. It's just about fuckboys. It's about the whole idea of them, and like, I think every girl's been through experiences with guys like that, and just annoying guys like asking you for nudes and like being gross and disgusting. So.
There's a part in the song, I don't even know if it was on the one you did, but there's like a moan in the track. Is that you or the track? I don't
know.
It was in there, and everyone, I'm already seeing TikToks to it, like, Dixie sounds like a seagull moaning. And like, it's not me. I don't know what that is, but yeah. I hope people just enjoy it for what it is. And not like I think everyone just thinks too far into it, and it's like, just enjoy the song. You don't like it,
don't listen
have
to it. It's not for you, babe.
But I'm very excited.
Well, all my friends love it. I love it. I think it's the best song ever.
So you said you have an album coming out. Do you know when?
I have known multiple different dates that it was supposed to come out. Things kind of always get pushed back. I think that's just that's the way it always goes for me. I don't know how it goes for everyone else, but things always get pushed back. There's always things. So, I will be letting everyone know. It's supposed to be in a couple weeks, in a few weeks.
So very soon.
Yeah, it's coming in 2 parts. So there's gonna be part 1 out in a couple weeks, and then part 2 comes out in like a month after that or something like that. So.
Do you have a title for the album yet?
Yeah, it's called Episodes because first of all, I like to have double or like triple meanings for everything that I do because I don't know why, I just think it's like more meaningful that way if it's not just one thing, it also kind of represents something else. So first of all, I like to live my life like I'm in a TV show or a movie at all times. Like you said that to me when we were in Atlanta. You came up to me, you said you live in your own movie.
You
I
do.
was like,
that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. That's the energy I try to give off. So yeah, I like to just, because what's the point of life if you're not having fun and kind of, like, not in a selfish way, but like you kind of have to make things fun for yourself and like make life interesting. Like everyone's gonna be watching, we're all just here, living, existing, might as well pretend you're in a movie because why not? Seems fun. And then also each song, it lives in its own kind of world, so it's like very separate from each other song. They're all different, like kind of genre. They're all pop, but they're all like influenced by different genres and just completely different types of songs and different subject matter and all of that stuff. So I wanted to have a title that kind of represented how each part of me is different, and I don't have to put myself in a box and make every single thing cohesive and the same while it's still in an album and like represents a body of work. So I thought it would be cool to do like season 1 and season 2 of like episodes.
How long have you been working on this?
I mean, some of the songs are like 2 years old.
Really?
But it's weird because I wasn't gonna do an album. I was gonna do like I did this thing called micro mixtapes. I would just put out like 2 songs or 3 song projects. And I had another one coming out that was gonna come out right before I played Coachella, when I was on tour and all that stuff. And then the world exploded. So we postponed it, and then we ended up putting out, and then Jocelyn blew up over the like quarantine and stuff. So then we kind of postponed everything. And then I just ended up putting out another song that I just liked, and it was pretty random. And then my label was like, you should put out an album. I was like, okay.
Wait, was that the Now song?
Now, and then I put out a song called Better Than Feeling Lonely after that.
So at the end of each episode, we usually go sign the wall. I don't know why I said usually. We're gonna go sign the wall.
Cool.
Cool. Bye. We're going this way. All right. Thank you so much, Olivia, for
Thanks
coming
for
on the
having me.
show. It is time to sign the wall. Wherever you'd like, pick a color, do your thing. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Dixie D'Amelio Early Late Night Show.